Hi, it's Oliver. As you can probably tell by the background noise, I'm outside. That's why I'm sending you this audio message. Remember a couple of weeks ago when I texted and walked at the same time? Well, my glasses are still crooked after running into the stupid pole. There was no way I wanted a repeat of that incident, so I guess you're stuck listening to my voice instead of reading my beautiful words. Uh, anyway, I'm heading towards the library. With the fall break around the corner, I'd like to wrap up my assignments so that I have nothing hanging over my head. And I know it's short notice, but if you're free, would you like to join me? And before you ask, yes, we can have dinner afterward. You've been raving about the new ramen restaurant that opened on campus, and I've been meaning to check it out. We might as well go there together. After all, we can't have a study session without food. That would just be wrong. Let me know what works for you. If you feel like meeting up, I'll be at our usual table near the fireplace. Hey, stranger. Long time no see. Excuse you. 24 hours is a long time. That's a whole day. I know, right? It only took me 22 years, but I finally figured out how time works. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make jokes about my intelligence. I can take it. Ah, there it is. I feel honored that you've graced me with your snarky comments. My day is now complete. Thank you for coming tonight, by the way. I could have studied all my own, but it's always better when you're around. Of course, I mean it. If it wasn't already obvious, I enjoy spending time with you. Yeah, that's true. Other than the random breaks we're given and the long ones between terms, we haven't spent that much time apart from each other since you arrived. I mean, can you believe it's been a year? Mm-hmm. It's definitely surreal. Look at how much has changed since then. Look at how much you've changed since then. When I first met you, you were practically a shell of a person, haunted by the events that happened at your old university. But now there's a brightness in your eyes that wasn't there before. Your laughter no longer sounds forced. It's genuine, as far as I can tell. And despite being introverted by nature, you've constantly pushed yourself to participate in activities and meet new people. Honestly, it's been incredible watching you take these steps forward. You seem happier. Eh, at least I hope you are. That's good to hear. I'm so glad that you're in a better place, both mentally and physically. There's no need to thank me. Really, I'm more than happy to be the person who you can trust and lean on. Everything I've done over this past year, whether it's listening to you talk about what's on your mind, distracting you from troubling thoughts, or simply being present while you process, it's been meaningful to me. I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat. And I'll always be here for you, okay? Whenever you want or need me, I'll be by your side. I know you're here for me too. Believe me. I haven't forgotten the nights when I partied a little too hard and you stayed with me, making sure I was right the next day. Not to mention you supported me through some of my darker moments, like when I received my first failing grade and when I had that vicious fight with my dad over the summer. I didn't even have to reach out to you, because you were already there, right by my side. That, in and of itself, means the world to me. Exactly. That's the way it should be. There should be an equal amount of give and take in friendships. When there's not, and someone feels like they're sacrificing too much, that leaves room for pain and resentment. You have nothing to worry about. I never once thought we were on uneven footing. What we have is equal, in every sense of the word. It may have started because you were in a vulnerable place in the beginning, but it's grown into something far beyond that. In most of my friendships, I've been the one who has shouldered the other person's pain for them. That's not the case with you, though. We shoulder each other's pains and burdens. I know that you want me around for me, not just for the comfort and support I can provide. You've made that clear, both through your words and actions. We've shared tons of highs and lows together. We've seen every version of each other, from the scarred, broken ones to the ones who are so happy that their laughter fills up the entire room. And you know what? We're still here for one another. I appreciate and care for you so much, and I know that you feel the same. You keep opening your mouth like you're going to say something, but then you quickly close it. You're also kind of staring at me with an unreadable expression on your face. You okay? Oh, I made you speechless. Wow, wow, wow. This must be a first. Even when you've been upset, you've managed to come up with words. You're on your way to earning a degree in creative writing, for crying out loud. You're a brilliant writer who always knows what to say and when to say it. I, on the other hand, am just the guy who studies the planets and the stars. True. It's a bit more involved than that. I wish there was an easy way to explain astrophysics. Any explanation I could give would be too simple or too complex. Unfortunately, nothing quite captures the essence of my field. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm learning about the universe and everything in it. When you put it like that, it makes it sound so mysterious and interesting. Oh, no. You're giving me that look again. You know, the no nonsense one that means you're ready to buckle down and start studying. I know we're here for a reason, but I love talking to you about everything under the sun. Come on, can't we just wait a few minutes more? Okay, fine. You've made a valid point. If we spend a couple of hours studying, then our dinner will be our prize for our hard work. No, I don't think I'll need more than 2 hours. To be honest, my brain is fried from nuclear and elementary particle physics lecture. I'll be lucky if I get through the problems for my mathematics and engineering course. I don't know how I'm putting myself through this program either. What about you, though? What will you be working on? Oh, the only thing you have to finish before the fall break is your story for advanced fiction writing. Alright, that's impressive. You're such an overachiever. That's a good thing, silly. At least you never have to panic about deadlines, unlike yours truly. You think that I know better than to procrastinate at this point, but I'm still guilty of doing it. All the damn time. Ah, you caught me. Maybe I am procrastinating. Just a little. Can you blame me, though? The thought of working on endless math problems makes me want to stab myself in the eyes with my pencils. Oh, hush. I'm not being that dramatic. Alright, alright. I'm opening my book now. See? I swear I'll get to it. For the last 20 minutes, you've been sighing and fidgeting in your seat. What's wrong? No, something is clearly bothering you. I mean, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but if you do, I'm here to listen and help in any way I can. If it's easier for you to show me, then that's fine. Should I look at your computer screen or... Oh, hey, you could have warned me before doing that. It's a good thing I have decent reflexes. Otherwise, your phone would have sailed across the room and landed against that brick wall. I mean, sure, phones can be easily replaced, but who wants to go through that hassle? Yeah. You're lucky I'd help you reprogram a new one if it came down to it. Anyway, now that I have this safely in my hands, can you tell me what I'm supposed to be looking at? Oh, never mind. I just glanced at it. Holy shit. Is this announcement for real? Oh, I can't believe him. After everything you and Jack went through, he still chose Hazel in the end? And now they're getting married? Of course I'm angry. Look, I know how painful that experience was for you, and I wasn't there when it happened, but I was certainly there for the aftermath. Do you remember when you told me the whole story? It was about a month after we met. You were having a rough day, but at that point in our friendship, you didn't immediately turn to me. I mean, we were close, just not that close yet. Still, I could tell something was off about you when we took a coffee break earlier that day. I sent you a couple of texts, but when I didn't hear back, I went looking for you because I was worried. And I found you, curled up and shaking on one of the benches in the courtyard. As soon as you saw me, you jumped into my arms. I took you back to your apartment where you'd be safe and comfortable. And I held you all night while you cried. I haven't really let you go since then, have I? Whenever you wanted or needed someone to hold you and make sure you're okay, I was there. That's not going to change, especially now that we have this to deal with. Yes, I think we should talk about the wedding announcement and how you're feeling about it. After that, if you never want to discuss it again, then that's fine. You what? What do you mean you don't care about it? Oh, you saw the announcement 5 days ago. But instead of feeling devastated, you were indifferent. The only reason why you were nervous earlier was because you didn't know how I'd take the news? Oh, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to hear you say that. I thought seeing this would bring up a lot of unpleasant memories for you. There's no part of you that's upset because you don't feel anything towards him. He's just another person who exists in the world. There's nothing tying you to him anymore. Whatever was there is long gone now. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but based on your tone and your body language, you seem steady. Like you fully moved on from him and the other events that happened around the same time. That's the best thing I've heard in a long time, regardless of how I feel about it. How are you? Like, how do you feel now that you've reached this point in your healing process? That's amazing. God, you're amazing. No, we are not going to minimize this. You are amazing. Just a little bit ago, we were talking about how far you've come, and this right here proves it. Speaking of which, there's a place in the library I'd like to show you. Do you mind if we take a break from studying so that we can go there? Ah, don't worry. It's not weird or anything. Okay, cool. Come with me. This is the spot where we first met. I was searching for a book called An Introduction to Close Binary Stars, and you happened to be wandering down the same aisle. I was so distracted that I ran into you, knocking over your stack of books. I kept apologizing. Sorry, sorry, but you were mad. In fact, you smiled at me. There was sadness underneath it, like you were going through something very difficult. And I knew at that moment that I'd do just about anything to earn a smile from you that wasn't tinged with pain. And that's why I wanted to show you this. A year ago, you stood here feeling haunted. You were going through the motions of life, but now you're living life for you. You've learned to prioritize yourself. You've learned to care for and be kind to yourself. You may have had some help along the way, but the fact of the matter is, you did this on your own timeline and on your own terms. And that is what makes this such a remarkable thing. Oh, I think I made you speechless again. You know, thought it'd be a once in a blue moon kind of thing, but happened twice now. Maybe I'm good with words after all. I meant every word I said, by the way. As someone who loves you dearly, seeing you grow to love yourself has warmed my heart in ways you can't even imagine. Yes, you heard that correctly. I do love you. And no, before you ask, it's not platonic. It's the type of love that's found in all those romance books you say are cliche, but you still read because you secretly adore them. I'm desperately in love with you. Have been for a while. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 you're crying. Was it because of what I said? I'm so sorry. I got caught up in everything and you were staring at me with the most heart melting look and I just went for it. I'm sorry. Wait, why are you smiling? I don't understand what's happening here. They're tears of joy. You're happy. How? You're happy because once again we're on the same page. Does that mean what I think it means? Now you're gonna make me cry. We really are two giant messes, aren't we? As long as we're messes together, that's all that matters. Hey, I've got you. Come here. At least I'm wiping away good tears this time instead of bad ones. If I'm the one causing them, hopefully they'll be good tears from here on out. Oh, what can I say? I'm even dorkier when I'm happy. You have plenty of time to get used to it. That's true. We have all the time in the world. Where we go from here is up to you, though. If you're more comfortable continuing our friendship, then I'll be alright with that. If you'd prefer to wait a little longer before we begin the transition from friends to partners, that's perfectly fine too. Or if you're interested in starting a relationship now. Your eyes just lit up at that last option. I don't want to make assumptions, but yeah, You want to? Oh, in that case, uh, may I kiss you, please? You know, we're kissing in the same spot that we met. Talk about a perfect ending to our story, right? I'm glad you agree. Oh, there's one more thing I should tell you. No, no, it's a good thing. I promise. Okay. After I finally found that book I was looking for, I spent a long time reading it and even longer reflecting on the information. The thing about binary stars is that they're gravitationally pulled to each other and they orbit around one another. So, when one moves, so does the other one. No matter how you look at it, they're equal in every way. And when I really thought about it, I realized that you are my star and I'm yours. Together, we are binary stars. And I know it's a super nerdy way of saying that I love you, but I'm guessing by your reaction, you're okay with it? I'll take that as a yes. You can keep answering me with kisses, I really don't mind. Not gonna lie, it's kinda hot kissing you against these bookshelves, but I don't want to get caught by one of the librarians. Tonight's been a bust for studying anyway, so how about we go get dinner? Then, after that, we can spend as much time kissing as you'd like to. Yeah? Well, then let's get out of here. Ooh, so we're the kind of couple who holds hands now? Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm happy about it. We're in this together, remember? Side by side, always orbiting one another. Mm. I love you too, my star. You know, this has been such a long time coming. And I know it's only a couple days, but these couple of days have been a lot from internet going down, my voice once again being shot. I work at a job where I talk for 8 hours a day, so that it's gonna be inevitable. But like, there's a lot. Um, but I also got to visit my grandma, who's doing very well. I got to see my subscribers grow, and I get to say thank you once again for 1.5K, for all the likes, subs, and comments, and for, you know, giving me a chance to read out your scripts. Thanks for contacting me, SerpentineJulia. Be sure to show the scriptwriter plenty of love. She put a lot of effort into these scripts, as well as tons of others. And yeah, thank you guys for chilling, vibing, and enjoying my content. Uh, Even if, I'm kind of bad about being on a schedule. At least I'm not like internet historian or something. You know, I'm fairly, I'm, I'm keeping up. You know what else is keeping up? Do you see the timer at the bottom? Yeah. If you notice, right after I say this sentence, it's gonna stop. Gotcha. Actually, now this time.